Das sind, das sind die Restrooms.
Okay.
Da oben steht Restroom. Und die laufen alle uns hinterher, dann wird es richtig sein. Ne? Da drüben sind diese Boote dann. Mit dem fahren wir nachher. Ja.
All guests with Big Bus with tour guide Antonio, please head downstairs to the airboat boarding area. Thank you and enjoy your ride.
Scheiß Bilder, das hätten wir selber machen können. Goodbye.
Stop at
Ah, okay, but then we can go. Yeah, yeah.
Also aufhören zu fotografieren.
Nee.
No more.
No.
Du gehst vor. Du siehst aus, wo man sitzt und dann setzt sich lebendig.
Wir sitzen jetzt ganz vorne hin. So, da ist gar nicht. Yeah.
How many of you guys got in your party? Just the two of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go in that row all the way to the side. Be careful. Might be a little slippery to the right. Go next row, all the way over. You guys take the rest of the front row.
C'est chaud beau.
I ain't saying for sure they will, but I'm hoping you guys. So I'll try to find what I can.
Thank you, folks. Welcome to Holiday Park, gateway to the beautiful Florida Everglades. My name is Mike, and the boat today is called Power Play, which was built right here at the park and weighs about 2.5 tons empty. Now, the hull of the roof and the cage are made of lightweight aircraft-grade aluminum, so most of that weight's coming from the twin Chevrolet V8 502 cubic inches. So just watch along the sides, the rocks, and the tree line. If any of those gators decide to show up, that's probably where they'll be hanging out. But yeah, these boats here are Florida corn. Yeah, they stick more inland. That's why you even see them around here where there's fresh water. And if y'all didn't know, that is what we're sitting on right now. It's not salt or brackish. I'm not seeing those gators though. Well, these ones are still hiding. Now, the pumps ain't running right now, but I still want to tell y'all, if they opened all 6 gates on that big building and ran it for 24 hours straight, that would pump over 1.8 billion gallons of water. And yeah, plenty of fish get to those gates. I'm sure you notice these birds aren't scared of this boat. They hang out here basically every day, guys. When those pumps are running, it's like an all-you-can-eat buffet for them. Not like they need the help, though. Those cormorants can dive down about 24 feet. Down there in short bursts gets about 35. Moving up ahead of you, folks. Can't compare to Goliath. I was hoping we'd see him, but he's the biggest gator around here that we know of by a lot. Now this one seems kind of chill. It might still be one of the local ones. I was mentioning, guys, the gators, most of it at nighttime. They're primarily nocturnal animals, so no, we don't usually see that. What you guys are thinking about, I'm sure. Right side though for the gator. Now during the day though, they're still wandering, looking for friends. Yeah, so makes it hard to consistently find them for sure, but good example right here. During mating season, they can show up anywhere, folks.
Is der dat echt er is een fake alligator? Huh?
Did I misjudge the size of this gator? I mean, it's still not Goliath, but I think it might be a little bit larger than I was saying. Get a closer look. Now, while we're still hanging out with this alligator, let me get those rules out of the way too, folks. And yeah, this gator is closer to 7 feet. It's just slightly larger than I thought. Still no Goliath, but so on this boat, it's a flat bottom boat, guys. That means the better it's balanced, the better I can steer. Smooth looking, I'm playing faster. We'll go on the speed trails. So let me try that again for you guys. I want you to do one more good pass on the right with this gator, and then we'll get moving soon. As I was saying, folks, if you do pass that line, you're gator bait, so still stay inside the boat and stay seated. Don't want anyone slipping and falling into this water, of course. Now, if there's an emergency, we got life vests in that big box in the front of the boat, folks, but that ain't gonna protect you from the stuff in this water, and they are lazy. I'll tell you more about that later. There's a good reason for it. But that don't mean they're slow. In the water in short bursts, typical gator like this can get up to about 25 miles per hour. Yeah, I don't care if your name is Michael Phelps, you ain't gonna outswim him. I wouldn't try. Looks like more rain forming over the glades. That's how the last one started. Well, we'll see if it gets too heavy. We're still gonna stay out here, folks. I've been out here in some of the worst conditions you can imagine, guys, just short of a hurricane, so nothing this boat can't handle, as long as you guys keep it balanced for me. Now, we got some vultures up here trying to dry off, even though there's more rain coming. Good luck, birds. Now, seeing these birds around here is no surprise, though, folks. Those two islands back to our left, we call them the Vulture Islands. There's usually a few of them hanging around during the day. At nighttime, there'll be hundreds of vultures up in those trees. Now, we're probably going to see more as we go around these islands here in a little bit, folks, but before we do that, now we're going to leave them get between these islands right here. Right where he just came from. By the way, these are spoil islands here, folks. That's a byproduct of them making the canal, so technically these are man-made too. American black vulture, to be exact. There's only 2 species of them in South Florida. The other one's the turkey vulture. And trust me, you'll know a turkey vulture if you see one, folks. They got bright red bald heads, brownish feathers, and about a 70-inch wingspan. They're pretty big. For comparison, the black vultures, like that one that just flew past us, and I wouldn't call them small, they got about a 4.5 to 5 foot wingspan, is underwater. To try and show it to you, I can't keep track of stuff down there, folks. Trust me, I've tried. But yeah, if you keep your eyes on the water, you never know what you might see. There's about 100 different species of fish in this part of the Everglades alone. Oscars, bluegill, tarpon, tilapia, largemouth and peacock bass, Florida spotted gar. That's just even a handful of ones that I tend to see more often. Birds hopping around here, folks. You got the boat-tailed grackles, the most common bird around here. I was about to turn around for those other ones, but they just flew. She flew away the second I started driving towards them. Alright, well, their name matches their appearance exactly. At least for the... Jeez. Oh, I mean, they're looking for food, folks. I tell you guys, these birds... about that, guys. I've seen those grackles steal food out of people's fingers, out of their mouths, even knock trays of food out of people's hands. Considering the rain, I'm surprised there's not more of them. Figured they got caught in the rain. A little hard for them. Once again, folks, to the right side, if you want to see live vultures, look up in the trees. Yeah, down the ground for that other stuff going on there. Yeah, well.
Oh ja.
Might be viel.
Anyway, around these cattails to our left, we also have the next speed trail. This one's pretty short, just to get us a little further out, but once I line us up and turn us back around away from these birds, we're going to take off again. So go ahead and get ready.
Mach mal das Ding ready zum Filmen. Mach mal die Kamera ready zum Filmen, oder? Weil er gleich Gas gibt.
Oh well. So, you also got these lily pads here, folks. They're called yellow pond lilies. We call them spatterdock around here, but another common nickname for these is the alligator bonnet. That's because when the gators sit under them, it kind of looks like they're wearing like a little hat, which that's kind of silly, but it's a good idea how often and easily the gators hide in these plants, so it's good to keep an eye on these wherever we go. At the moment though, folks, what I'm currently hoping for us to see, there's some very colorful little birds that live around here called purple gallinoles. So, with the current weather conditions, I don't know if the babies will be far enough out for us to see, folks. Hoping to see at least with these birds, the female is just as colorful. Okay, so that probably is the male because I see the other one further in the grass. The babies should be near their mama. Which means, I'll try to get you guys a little bit closer. I gotta go slow and be careful here with these little baby birds, folks. They're so tiny. I know for sure there's at least 4 of them. Could be more that I haven't seen though. Where you at, little bird? Oh, hey, there he is. He's further in the grass. Okay, we should be clear. Still gonna take it slow, folks. I'm gonna turn around for you guys on the right side to get a better look at him. I know that first pass was pretty quick. I'm gonna try to go slower for y'all. Okay, he's absolute little one. He's bold, man. Running around like that, but he's so tiny. Okay, the adult is right next to that baby, the bold one. Probably scolding them, saying get back in the house. Hopefully you guys can see it to the right side, folks. It's in my blind spot now, that's why I'm still not trying to get too close. You see the rest of the family in there too, further in the grass. I know most people come out here hoping to see gators, and we've seen a couple already, which I'm happy about, guys. But these little birds, the babies, I've been waiting for weeks for these little ones to hatch, guys. They grow so fast, and even as captains only get to see them tiny and cute like this only a few weeks out of the whole year, so that's a treat even for me. But we probably should keep moving. I don't like to bother them for too long, especially when they're that small. Bye, little birds. Once again, those birds called the purple gallinule. They're a type of rail. They're kind of like swamp hens, which aren't really chickens, but kinda. Those birds can fly, but not too well, folks. They're pretty, but they're not very graceful. I don't know if you saw their big feet they have, though. Those big feet are perfect for walking on top of these lily pads. That's how they mostly get around out here. I was just hoping to see her. Would have been the first time today. She's been hiding all day. Oh well. Let's keep going. Alright, now it's the third and final speed trail straight ahead, folks. Last chance to go fast. I'm gonna hit the gas once we're all the way out of this canal, so go switch your cameras back to record once again, stay seated, and hold on tight. by little predators. Now, one way to get food is they'll hide off the edge of an island or a lake. They'll sit underwater and wait for food to come to them. Another way is they'll hang out under trees like these and wait for things to fall out of them. Birds, lizards, apples. Oh, they ain't picky. Something hits the water near them, they just go for it, and that's that. Once it's inside their jaws, animal, vegetable, or mineral, gator don't care. If it's small enough like an apple, they'll swallow it whole. No person in this boat. All I can do now is drive right down the middle. And because of that, I don't worry about balancing the boat here. My first rule, forget about it. Just in case you come across anything else. If you need to scoot over to see it now, then do what you gotta do. But yeah, we're in the home stretch here, folks. That big white building up ahead is the same pump house next to the park. So we'll be back there relatively soon. Now, I was telling you earlier about all the water that comes to those gates. What I didn't mention, though, is that is pump station number 9 out of about 200 throughout South Florida. Yeah, we don't really have tides in the Everglades. Stay in your seats, and I'll let you know when it's safe to get up. Once y'all do start climbing out of the boat, though, I'll be standing to the side with my little baggie, which is basically my tip jar. As captains at Holiday Park, kind of like wait staff and cab drivers, we do work mostly for tips, gratuities, so if you enjoy the ride, I do appreciate y'all at the dockside.
Ja, das sag mal, sorry.
Welcome back to Holiday Park. I'll get you back on dry land before you know it. Well, drier land anyway. But again, I'm Captain Mike, and I do want to thank y'all for coming at me today here on Power Play. Just keep in mind though, folks, when the boat hits the dock, there might be a bit of a bump, which is normal, but it's still a 2.5 ton boat in a concrete dock, so please watch your fingers.
Upstairs, you hang a right. There's more intense something like green fence where the show is. And when you do stand up, please take your time because this wood's still slippery. Heads and backs, toes and shins, no rush. Come on out. Yeah. Have a good night, folks.
Oh, da, guck. Und da schon was gefunden. Klar. Hä? Schlangen.